All right, people. So today on Raise and Rise, we're going to focus on Joshua 1:8. This book of law shall not depart from your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, so that you may be careful to do according to all that is written in it. For then you will make your way prosperous, and then you will have good success. This is not prosperity gospel, because when you study the word, when you have the law in your heart, you change your ways. You change your ways according to the Lord. Therefore, you seek after him. It's not saying, I want a new car, a new vehicle. No, that is not the way the Bible describes prosperous. But what will happen, like in my life, speak the gospel and make disciples. How may I help you? What do you need? Create awesome, serve people. That's it. That is how I become prosperous in life, and that is what we are to do. Speak the gospel, make disciples, and we will become prosperous in everything we do. Today on Kill the Cow, we went over 2 Timothy 1. Let's isolate verse 7 for Raise and Rise today. For God gave us a spirit, not of fear, but a power, of love, and self-control. My life has been on this new term called shine. And I want to go over this because if you have power, nobody can take your shine. If you have love, you're going to give abundantly and never be offended, which nobody can take your shine. And if you have self-control in the most evil of situations or isolation, you're going to have self-control. Therefore, you're not going to lose your shine. God has given us the power to overcome any situation, to remain positive, to remain faithful, and still make an impact in this ground. So today, I encourage you, don't lose your shine. Don't let anybody take it away from you. Keep on doing what God has instructed you to do, and we will be prosperous. So on today's Raise and Rise, we're reading the whole dang chapter. Psalms 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, and you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overfloweth. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. If that's the verse, it should remind you that nobody can take your shine. No matter what you go through, God is going to be there for you. He will prepare a table before your enemies. Keep your shine. Keep on pressing. Keep on going another day. I promise you, it's worth it. On today's Raise and Rise, let's look at Luke 12:22 through 23. And he said to his disciples, therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat, nor about your body, what you will put on. For life is more than food, and the body is more than clothing. He wrote this for us, to not worry about being anxiety-ridden, to cast our cares upon him. That doesn't mean we're not going to be anxiety-free. That doesn't mean we're going to struggle. Right now we're in quarantine. But a year ago, a buddy of mine told me to start doing a schedule. Start putting stuff in place that will help anxiety. And since then, I started waking up at 5, doing the podcast, doing the Raise and Rise, editing everything, putting it on social media. But it helped me get stronger with the Lord. It helped me develop a schedule and be less anxiety-ridden for what today holds. So I encourage you, what do you need to do? What do you need to put in place? How can I help you? What do you need? It's time to Raise and Rise because today has sucked so far. Going to bed at 1, waking up at 5 to have that schedule, that sense of normalcy during this quarantine and isolation season. And then all of a sudden having everything on my computer set up. Go take a shower, come back, and it's shut down. It is now an hour and a half later, and it's just finally working normal. But today's verse, Romans 8:35, who shall separate us from the love of Christ? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or danger or sword? We have to remember, nothing can take away our Jesus shine. We must shine bright. We must shine on, because nothing can take away what he has done for us, what he is doing for us, and what he will do. So we must keep on fighting. We do not quit if we keep on trying. Every day, make an impact. Push yourself forward. Push the people around you. How may I help you? What do you need?